I am now introducing Insane Ian. Achievement unlocked!
To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle.
As I walk down Second Avenue towards St. Mark's Place, where all those people, those folks, and other junk on the street, I saw my penis lying on a blanket next to a broken toaster. Some guy was telling me I had to buy it off. He wanted 20 bucks, but I talked him down. I took it home, washed it off, and put it back on. I was happy again. Sometimes I should get pregnant, but I don't know. Even though sometimes it's a pain in the ass, I like having a detachable penis.
Greetings, Internet, and welcome to another episode of A Comedy Musician Reacts. My name is Insane Ian. I am a comedy musician and comedy music fan, and on this show I react to comedy music from the perspective of a comedy musician. Because that's what I am, and that's what I do, and that's what this is, and that's why you're here, and that's why this week I'm reacting to a ton of stuff that I've been meaning to react to, but I've been out due to surgery, but I've got a week full of reactions. Also, today those reactions will be for Sushi Glory Hole and Here I Go by The Lonely Island. This is part 2 of a 2-part Lonely Island feature. If this is your first time joining us, yes, I am a comedy musician and I react exclusively to comedy music because that is where my field of expertise is. What this means for you is that I'm going to pause the video. Kind of a lot, actually. This way I'm not talking over or laughing over the jokes and missing them. This way I can discuss how the video and lyrics work in tandem to help enhance the comedy. Sometimes that means I'm summarizing things. Sometimes that means I'm explaining things. Sometimes I'm analyzing. Sometimes I'm just explaining jokes, which is always fun for people. And sometimes I'm just sitting back and laughing my damn head off. It's a crapshoot, whatever you're going to get, but I think it's a good time anyway. If you like that sort of thing, please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things to feed the algorithm to get more eyeballs onto these videos. And if you really want to help the channel out and see these videos for early, consider supporting me on Patreon, where patrons, like I said, get to see these videos early, get my music and comedy, and all sorts of other perks. Anyway, all of that out of the way, let us dive in. Holy crap, it's been a while since I've done one of these. That intro was a little messy. Sorry. Anyway, both of these songs were recently released on Saturday Night Live as SNL digital shorts. A lot of Lonely Island stuff has been released that way. Once Andy Samberg became part of the cast, he left the show, did Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which I'm actually currently rewatching now because it's a great show, and recently did 2 songs again on SNL about a month or so ago. Well, 2 months ago. Sushi Glory Hole hit in October, and then Here I Go hit in November, and that one features Charli XCX. Last time I did one of these videos, I reacted to 2 of the very first Lonely Island videos that are on YouTube, and these are the 2 most recent. Now, these are on the Lonely Island channel, not the SNL channel, which means that these are the uncensored versions. The versions that were on SNL were censored and also had the audience laughing over everything. Presumably, these do not have that part. So, just as a warning, there may be language for these, though not like I've ever had to give that warning before. YouTube is weird sometimes. Anyway, let's dive into the first.
Noreen, we're ready for the next presentation.
We've already got SNL regulars of Kenan Thompson and Maya Rudolph. I think that was Maya Rudolph, and I don't watch SNL, so I don't know the person on the very end, so apologies there. And I'm sure when this aired, got a big reaction for Andy and Akiva
Gentlemen.
walking out.
What do you have for us today?
This.
I love it just goes straight into, you know, it's gonna be a song. Here's the here's the boombox. Yorma not pictured here, not so far as I know, not featured in the song. But Andy and Akiva coming out. Andy with the dye job, looking very unique. Not sure what this presentation is going to be, but I think it probably has something to do with the title of the song. Yeah.
Sushi glory hole, imagine that. Sushi glory hole, imagine that. Instead of strange dick, you be getting a snack. High end fish, no doubt. Hey, where you going? Hear us out.
Number one, instead of getting dick, you're getting fish. Already a great lyric. But also, where are you going? Hear us out. Like they anticipated in the lyrics that someone was going to get up to leave. They're clearly not freestyling. Amazing. I love it already. The episodes I just watched of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Maya Rudolph was a guest on. Yes, I'm up to season 4 in my rewatch. Because I haven't had much else to do because of surgery. You know, that's fun. It's also a great show, and if you haven't seen it, it's great. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people who are like, it's propaganda and, you know, ACAB, but admittedly, even the characters on Brooklyn Nine-Nine say ACAB, especially in some of the later seasons. So, it's a good show. It's very funny. Anyway.
Sushi glory hole, imagine that. Instead of strange dick, you be getting a snack.
Instead of straight dick, you be getting a snack. Not fish. But still, it's sushi, so yes, it is fish. But that's great.
High end fish, no doubt. Hey, where you going?
High in fish, no doubt. Hey, where you going? Hear me out. Just perfect.
Hear us out. 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 Hey, where you going? Hear us out. Hear us out. Hear us out. Hear us out. Hear us out.
Not like he sat down immediately, but they're still going with this breakdown of Hear Us Out because they expected pushback on the concept of a sushi glory hole. Amazing.
Hear us out. Sushi glory hole. Next too much motherfucking sense not to do it. Fish through a hole, you know ain't nothing to it. And there's no scenario in which you wouldn't want it. So drop to your knees, open wide, and get ready for some retro fish on it.
Holy shit. Yeah, it's exactly what you'd expect a sushi glory hole to be. It's a glory hole in a bathroom, but instead of dick, it's a snack. This is why I love comedy music. Because any ridiculous concept can be put to music, and that only enhances the ridiculousness of it. You know? Like, that's just... They're doing basically a Shark Tank pitch. But it's a song. Yeah. 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 That's just hilarious.
Motherfucking sense not to do it. Fish through a hole, you know ain't nothing to it. And there's no scenario in which you wouldn't want it. So drop to your knees, open wide, and get ready for some rice with fish on it. Rice with fish on it. Hear us out.
Retro fish on it? Is that what he said? I don't know. Well, it's great.
You got nothing to fear. Sushi glory hole, it's a good idea. And it's not weird, so hear us out.
Nothing to fear, it's a good idea, it's not weird. Man, again, it's a thing that in comedy music becomes so prevalent, and becomes allowed, because, you know, the rules for comedy music are that the rules are flexible, or that there are no rules. Some people will say that there are no rules, and I think I've even said that, but that's not exactly true. There are rules, but the rules can be bent and manipulated for you. Making a word rhyme that doesn't normally rhyme in that to make it fit into the thing only enhances the comedy sometimes. Yes, some people say idea instead of idea, but having that be the rhyme, you know, when it's not a traditional pronunciation of that word, because there's no R at the end of idea. Nothing to fear, good idea, it's not weird, which, you know, the internal rhymes but ends with the D sound. Just having that go through as the couplet there is, it's great. I love that kind of comedy. Just manipulating things to make it work for you, just building on that, enhancing the dumbness of the joke. It's great.
Hear us out. You got nothing to fear. Sushi glory hole, it's a good idea. And it's not weird, so hear us out while we tell you what the concept's all about. It's sushi being fed through a hole in the wall. Where you going? Hear us out.
So they were considering to get it up again, but they anticipated it again. Where you going in the lyric? So good.
You're out and about, but you wanna be discreet. Can't be eating omakase in the middle of the street. No.
But you want to be discreet. Can't be eating omakase in the middle of the street, or whatever the name of that sushi dish was. I probably mispronounced it. Regardless, that's hilarious. Why, you know, we want to be discreet about our sushi eating. It's not a walking food. You can't just be out shoving raw fish into your face while you're out and about. Got to be discreet about it. Go to a glory hole for it. Comedy concepts, man. Yeah.
Hear us out. You forgot to eat, now you're out and about. But you wanna be discreet. Can't be eating omakase in the middle of the street. No. Then you open the app. SGH is all over the map. So you went to a club, hit the bathroom stall, find the sushi size hole in the bathroom wall, then make a wish.
There's an app for it. SGH is all over the map. Make a dash for the bathroom, find the sushi size hole. There's no way that this could go wrong. Why would that even enter your mind? That this is a concept that could go awry. If they're working on a new album, I'm so excited. I'm already excited, and we're only one of the 2 new songs in. I hope to God they're working on a new album. It's been too long since they've done like a traditional Lonely Island album. The last album they did was the soundtrack to the Bash Brothers movie they did on Netflix, which if you haven't seen is great, and the soundtrack is great. It's about 2 baseball players from the 90s who were real people, who were in a competition with each other to see how many home runs they could hit over a season. I cannot remember the name of the actual ball players because sports, but I remember when it happened. I remember the event, and you know, later after the whole thing came out, it came out that both of them were probably juicing, using steroids. And they made a documentary. Lonely Island made a musical documentary about these 2 athletes, and it went up on Netflix a couple years ago, and it's fantastic. And it was a crime that none of the songs from that got nominated for a Logan Award, because honestly, most people didn't know it even came out. It came out only on Netflix. They didn't release a physical copy of the album. It is on streaming, and the songs are fantastic. But yeah, it's a shame it didn't do better. It's also a shame that pop star Never Stop Never Stopping didn't do better, because that title sucked and the movie's great. Anyway, enough of all that. These are things that I'm telling you should seek out and see. Maybe I'll react to them on Patreon since they're feature-length things, but We'll see about that in the new year.
And prepare for some shockingly high-grade fish. Where you going? Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. Hear us out, hear us out, hear us out, hear us out.
Again, anticipating in the lyrics, where you going? They're getting up and leaving, but somehow they were behind the door anyway as they were trying to leave. Hear us out again. Apparently getting some sake for your to pair with your sushi nigiri that you're ordering on the Sushi Glory Hole app. Amazing. Amazing.
Hear us out, hear us out, hear us out. You know I'm fooling with you, the way you would usually do to it. If you got fund approval, you're who we're trying to get through to. Hey.
And then just a random pen game flex. But also the shot of ordering the sake on the app and then a hand reaching through the glory hole with a tiny sake cup to pour into the receiver's mouth. It is a concept that evokes hilarious visuals already. And it is a concept that, as a song, is funny, but is enhanced by the music video 100%. Because, for people who know what a glory hole is, the idea of it being for sushi instead of other things, well, I don't know why I balked at saying penises. We already established that in the first line of the song. But just hearing that as a song is already funny. Seeing the video with it just makes it 10 times more hilarious. Let's go back to that pen game flex there.
Hear us out, 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 hear us out.
It's just...
You know I'm fooling with you, the way you would usually do to it. If you got fund approval, you're who we're trying to get through to. Hey. And no gimmicky roles, just strictly nigiri coming out of the holes.
Just strictly nigiri coming out of the holes. Oh my god. Just... I gotta take it back again.
And no gimmicky roles, just...
No gimmicky rolls, strictly nigiri coming out of the holes. It's just so... And they're trying to hawk it on the street corner now, too, with flyers and a not even a kiosk, a table and a easel. Yeah, absolutely.
Strictly nigiri coming out of the holes. And no substitutions or special requests. And no dicks. And no sex.
They have to clarify that, because it is a glory hole. This is only for sushi. This is not for what glory holes are usually used for. This is strictly for sushi. No dicks, no sex. We must be clear. Also the fact that sign is on the bathroom, assumedly where there is a sushi glory hole. It's good to let your clientele know precisely what you're about. That's just so funny.
Hey, and no gimmicky roles, just strictly nigiri coming out of the holes. And no substitutions or special requests. And no dicks, and no sex. That's 2 stalls over, so you're gonna wanna make sure you come in sober. Cause none of them are labeled in full disclosure. There's a chance you're gonna get a dick.
So they're not labeled. The ones, it says no dicks, no sex on some of them, but he just said none of them are labeled. Better come in sober, because you might get a penis, because it is a glory hole. Holy shit. The fact that they know it's already a market. A market. For this kind of thing to happen. Where specifically we want it to be for sushi, but we realize some people might stumble into the wrong hole and end up with something they may not particularly be requesting at that time. concepts. I love it. It's so funny.
And no sex, that's 2 stalls over. So you're gonna wanna make sure you come in sober, cause none of them are labeled in full disclosure. There's a chance you're gonna get a dick, but it's worth it cause the quality of fish. Yeah, the flavor that you gain outweighs the risk. Don't.
That's so funny. Full disclosure, there's a possibility you're gonna get a dick, but it's worth it because of the quality of the fish. And, like, the sharks are leaving, none of them are staying for the rest of the presentation. It's just so funny.
Sober, cause none of them are labeled in full disclosure. There's a chance you're gonna get a dick, but it's worth it cause the quality of fish. Yeah, the flavor that you gain outweighs the risk. Don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. Where you going? Come back, hear us out. Don't leave. At a sex club.
Why are they everywhere? Look to the right, they're in front of those cars. Look to the left, they're already over there in the other cars. Holy shit. That's some horror movie shit and also hilarious. Oh my god.
Don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. Where you going? Come back, hear us out. Don't leave. At a sex club when you need stamina for sex, but forgot to eat back soon. Sushi glory hole. At a sushi restaurant where you don't like the food in the back of the bathroom. Sushi glory hole.
What? Okay. I love these examples of when you would need a sushi glory hole. In the beginning of the song, it was, hey, you forgot to eat, and you don't want to just be eating sushi on the street. Go be discreet, use the sushi glory hole. But these extra examples at the end of the song, when you're trying to have stamina for sex, you excuse yourself to the restroom for some stamina-providing sushi. But then, when you're at a sushi restaurant and you don't like the sushi, request sushi from our app at the sushi glory hole in the restaurant of the sushi, in the bathroom, sushi, I can't words, in the bathroom of the sushi restaurant. Holy crap, why was that so hard to say? That's amazing. You hate the sushi, go get sushi in the bathroom. They can't be beat. Lonely Island are phenomenal at this, and they are... It's been too long since we've had greatness like this. This is so good.
At a sex club when you need stamina for sex, but forgot to eat back soon. Sushi glory hole. At a sushi restaurant where you don't like the food in the back of the bathroom. Sushi glory hole.
Ending on the don't leave, being in the car. Holy crap, that is a phenomenal track. That is so fucking funny. Wow. Alright, that's the first song. That's the one that came out in October. Next up, we have Here I Go, featuring Charli XCX, who I think was like the musical guest that weekend, or like just the guest, actually. I think she did a bunch of sketches too. But yeah, the next song is Lonely Island featuring Charli XCX. Here I Go. Looking forward to this one too. Again, the uncensored version from the Lonely Island channel, so with the swears if there are any, and also without the laughing of the audience who saw it live. Taking it back to the beginning there. Realized it, forgot to say it. Yeah.
There's been something on my mind for a long time. A special passion of mine. I do it every chance that I find.
Is Andy going a little gray? Is that gray streak there, like, legit, or is it dyed in there? Whatever it is, it looks good. Little Reed Richards action there with a streak and a little on the sides there. Getting that myself. I'm old. But still. Some people can pull it off. I kind of think I know what the concept of this song is, because I may have seen a brief clip of it on like Instagram or something like that before it hit YouTube, and so I was like, I quickly like moved away from it, but like I think I caught a line or two. We're not getting the concept right away in the very first lines, but I'm excited.
So next time you walk past and throw away your trash, I'll pick up the phone and then do what I do best. Now here I go, I'm a boy built to the cast. Fills me with daylight.
Oh my god! Just for using his trash cans, he's reporting you to the cops. Just, it fills him with delight. And all my neighbors think I'm right. Cut to two people going, no. Oh, it's so good. I want to go back to the very beginning because it is just, it's such a weird concept for a song. Not that the other one wasn't weird, but like it is. I mean, such a 180 from the weird concept of the other song too, and it's still weird. Just being that much of a neighborhood douchebag. Yeah. Okay.
There's been something on my mind for a long time, a special passion of mine. I do it every chance that I find.
Okay, so the setup being, this is on my mind constantly. I do this every single time it happens. It's a special passion of mine. So he gets off on being a douchebag because he's so protective of his own property. Even though somebody is throwing something away, and that is fine. It is going into the garbage receptacle. And not, littering the streets with it. You're still gonna bitch about it because they used your can. There are people like this. And this has to be how they feel about it. This is just putting into words what they feel, these people who do these things, because there are people who do this shit. This is how they feel about it. That is such a bizarre and hilarious concept for a song. I love it.
So next time you walk past and throw away your trash, I'll pick up the phone.
Even throw it in the recycling bin. So that's even better.
And then do what I do best. Now here I go, I'm a boy built to the cast. Fills me with daylight. And here I go, I'm a boy built to the cast. And all my neighbors think I'm right.
Also, Andy's singing the fuck out of this. Sounding great on this track. We haven't seen Yorma or Akiva in this one. I don't think we will, or we might not. I'm not certain. But this one, just being Andy on this one, is an interesting take. They do that kind of switch off all the time. Some of the songs on the first Lonely Island album were just Andy and then somebody from SNL. One of them was Andy and Chris Parnell, because it was the Lazy Sunday song, The Chronic What-Culls of Narnia. And one of them was just the Natalie rap, which wasn't Andy, Yorma, or Kiva at all. It was Natalie Portman and, I think, Parnell interviewing her. And so, yeah, some of the songs on the very first album didn't have everybody and didn't even have any of them. So, I mean, they probably did the music, obviously, but just the idea behind it all it's hilarious. This is really funny.
Do some snitching, I'm in my kitchen, listening to my conditioning, and then picking up that phone.
So, itching to do some snitching, I'm in my kitchen listening to my conditioning. Oh. Phones with which to snitch. Notice they don't leave that participle dangling. Holy crap. It's not phones to snitch with. Phones with which to snitch. The English language is weird. Yeah, ending the sentence with a preposition or a dangling participle tends to be a grammar faux pas. Like, you wouldn't say phones to snitch with, you would say phones with which to snitch. But nobody talks like that. Everybody says phones to snitch with. Or, that's what I was thinking of. Or, that's not right. That is of what I was thinking is the proper way to say that sentence. But most English-speaking people don't do that, because that's not the way that they feel language works. That's the thing. English language sometimes is just a variety of feelings, and it's honestly, the English language is just 3 other languages in a trench coat and rifles through your pockets for loose grammar. This is just the most uptight son of a bitch. And that is why the grammar in that part is funny, because it helps express how uptight this person is. They're not going to leave that, ending with a preposition or dangling participle thing there. I'm saying both because I forget which one of the two it is. It's been a long time since I've diagrammed sentences in English class. And I think it's ending with a preposition. I could be wrong. Nobody really honestly cares, but it's funny regardless because of the weirdness. Yeah. Let's take it back a little bit. Just ridiculous.
Do some snitching, I'm in my kitchen, listening to my conditioning, and then picking up that phone.
Also, yes, I know that's the same place I stopped last time. Also, I love the way this video looks. There's a specific color palette they're using. All the phones are very bright. There's a lot of color pop in each shot. And it's shot really interestingly. It is kind of like a music video, obviously, because it is a music video, but like there's a certain aesthetic to it, to the imagery and the look of everything that is really appealing and really enjoy. Well, there's the left turn. I know we're not supposed to do this anymore, meaning talk about it, but does it help things if the person I snitched on was white? Yes, this is something that, unfortunately, a lot of white people do to people of color, but this person here, who's our narrator in the song, is trying to vilify themselves by saying, I don't just do it to people of color, I do it to white folk too. It's so... like, it's ridiculous, and it makes it funnier, so you're not, like, having that kind of, like, butt-clenching, oh, he's really he's doing it because he's racist. No, he's doing it, and he's just a douchebag universally. That's great. That's also the words popping up around our victim's face here. So funny. So now that's all cleared up, we can all relax and enjoy this song. Yes, I didn't want to say it in the beginning, because I kind of actually, that was the part that I had heard on Instagram, that it was snitching on a white dude. But some people who are listening to this and seeing the character walk up, not knowing the race of the person, might have gotten a little butt clenchy. Like I said, just tighten that sphincter just a little bit, because it could be racist. Yeah, just having that be addressed in the song is so funny. This motherfucker on my lawn. And just popping in for a woo. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
And now that that's cleared up, we can all relax and enjoy this incredible song about calling the pigs on this motherfucker on my lawn. It's called having a cake and eating it too. I baked the cake and I ate the cake. Say hell yeah, motherfucker, hell yeah, yeah. Hell yeah, motherfucker, hell yeah.
That's a lot of Andes. It's having a cake and eating it too. I baked the cake and then I ate the cake. Yeah, obviously uncensored again. I kind of want to know how this played on SNL, because I know they had to beep it, but how the crowd reacted to it. This is so good. This is so ridiculous, and I love it. And again, like the angles they're using, like the overhead, the straightforward and then the overhead, and the different shots, and then like having the clones here. Just the way this video is structured and shot looks so goddamn good. I love it. Taking it back again.
On my lawn, it's called having a cake and eating it too. I baked the cake and I ate the cake. Say hell yeah, motherfucker, hell yeah, yeah. Hell yeah, motherfucker, hell yeah, yeah. Here I go. I'm putting you to the cops. I'm calling the pigs on a fellow white.
That's the line I heard. That one line. I'm calling the pigs on a fellow white. Holy crap. Just because she sniffed his flowers in his front lawn. Just to be an asshole. Man, I don't think I've really said this, but I'm realizing as I'm sitting here like fucking bopping along to these songs. Lonely Island makes some bangers, man. Their songs are a bop every time, and that is... You know, I talk about bands like Ninja Sex Party and Tom Cardy, both of which I unintentionally rhyme, and artists like Value Select, and even Wolves of Glendale to an extent. All of those artists were influenced by Lonely Island, and Weird Al, of course, and a lot of the other acts that come before, Tenacious D being another one, Flight of the Conchords. If there's a Mount Rushmore of modern comedy music, and as far as that have influenced current artists, Weird Al, Tenacious D, Lonely Island, and Flight of the Conchords would probably be on it. If you want to go back further than that influenced those artists, you're talking Tom Lehrer, Alan Sherman, Stan Freberg, and Spike Jonze. But just to have these guys influence a lot of the artists that are happening now, like, you know, NSP, Value Select, you can literally hear this kind of influence in some of their songs. A lot of early Value Select songs sound a lot like if Lonely Island and Flight of the Conchords had a baby. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's good to hear that influence. But one of the things that is really so prevalent in a lot of the modern comedy music is that they are just great songs that happen to be funny. You know, they are focusing really hard on the song structure and the melody, not just the funny lyrics. They're putting all of that together to make a banger of a bop of a song so that it's enjoyable to listen to, and also, yes, you're laughing at it. And that is what some comedy musicians don't find the focus on. They don't find the balance with those things. It's a tough line to ride, and it's definitely one that, with these new artists, is definitely one that is the most enjoyable factor of those songs. Is that, yes, they're hilarious songs, but also they're funny as fuck. But also, they're just great songs, you know? Yes. Anyway, rambling.
Gonna sleep like a baby tonight. Now make way for my wife. Now hold up, wait a minute, 'cause I'm about to switch like I invented it. They gonna roll up any minute. I pay my motherfucking taxes now. I'm cashing in on every.
Like, this is why you get guest stars in these songs. Lonely Island has had a ton of pop stars on their songs to kind of add to their legitimacy as a more than a novelty act, more than a comedy act. You've had like Adam Levine from Maroon 5 on a couple tracks. T-Pain was on "I'm on a Boat." You know, they've had a variety of. I mean, Cardi B was on a song. Dozens of Kendrick Lamar is definitely on one of them. Dozens of like modern day hip hop and pop acts being on their songs, fully engaged with playing along and doing like the funny stuff. I mean, like, yeah, Lonely Island did Dick in a Box, and that's with Justin Timberlake, and they did 3 songs with JT. And the third one had Lady Gaga on it. So yeah, they run the gamut of getting pop stars involved with the silliness, and it not only establishes them as a legit musical act, but also helps push the idea of these cameos themselves are funny, and getting these people who don't normally do funny songs to be funny in a song pushes the idea of the humor even further, just helping enhance the comedic elements of it by getting comedy from somebody you don't normally get comedy from. It's magnificent. I love this shit. Also, her verse is phenomenal already, and I'm excited.
Wait for my wife. Now hold up, wait a minute, 'cause I'm about to switch like I invented it. They gonna roll up
In a minute.
I pay my motherfucking taxes now. I'm cashing in on every.
I love this. They do this to me because they do this for me because I pay my taxes. I pay their salary. Why wouldn't they come help me out whenever I call? So good.
Piggy, piggy, babe in the city. When I smell bacon, always makes me feel giddy.
Just a random pig verse? Piggy Piggy Babe in the City, which is the sequel to Babe, the story of a talking pig, and when I smell bacon it makes me feel giddy. Rhymes for the sake of being goofy as shit. Yes. This shot. Man. I know exactly what's coming here, and man, that's... I can't wait to hear this lyric.
Piggy, piggy, babe in the city. When I smell bacon, always makes me feel giddy. I literally dare you to part within 2 centimeters of my driveway, bitch.
Yes! Amazing! Just as amazing as I was expecting the lyric to be. I literally dare you to park within 2 centimeters of my driveway, bitch. I can't ask for anything more. This is amazing.
This crazy world, I can't believe we found someone like you who shows love the way we do, by calling the cops instead of sex.
I know I've been taking my glasses off a lot because I keep knowing the facepalm is coming. That line, we show our love to each other by calling the cops instead of sex. When a lot of the Lonely Island songs are about sex, having that be a line here, knowing their work just makes it even funnier. But, like, not knowing their work, it's a hilarious line. Knowing their work, that's fucking genius. Holy God. I could not love this song more.
And I grab my binocular, see you through them and my eyes narrow. On my front lawn, I saw you looking. Have fun, it's intro now.
On my lawn I saw you looking. Have fun at Central Booking. It's inspiring. Just start scatting about the cops with your coffee mug waving. Fuck. I'm gonna walk outside like, what's going on? But everybody knows it was me. Oh my god. Holy shit, because it was in front of your house, of course, dude. Oh my god. Like, yeah, this shot of the wall and the sleeves and the arms are all the same color as the wall. They're all holding different color phones. Him in the yellow outfit against the blue. It's just a cool looking shot. The pop of color for this, man. Yeah. They can't say shit because I reported it anonymously. Like, let's take it back on that. They can't say shit because I'll deny it and I reported it anonymously. Just in, like, every step like we're near the end of the song, you think it's just gonna be like fading out, but like they keep adding layers on top. Just like we've got the concept of the song, we've got the jokes, but then like here comes a bunch of rapid fire scatting and ad-libs that sound like ad-libs, but clearly they were written for it, that are just, here's another layer to the joke, here's another layer to the joke, here's another layer to the joke. And that is why they're so fucking good. God damn! Tearing off the clothes on the key change, and different outfits, but almost the same color outfits underneath. But you know that I'm going to show up for the court date with a bucket of popcorn. Holy shit! God damn, I love this. Oh, we finally saw Kiva. Kiva was one of the neighbors filming it. I didn't quite catch that last line about the dog there. So we're taking it back a little bit, but the tiny handcuffs on the dog, come on. Alright, that one I don't know. So we're going to take it back and we're going to see what the captions say, because I can't quite catch it. And the captions had nothing for me. It sounded like it said, I got one small corner and then I'm losing it. So if you know what those lyrics are, let me know in the comments. I'm sure I'll find them later. But, yeah, this is just so funny. Yeah. So I'm losing the very last line of the song, other than the hell yeah, motherfucker, oh. But I'm losing the last line, the one small corner or something, so you know that I'm going to call it in. So I'm missing that little middle section there. But regardless, all of that is so brilliant. Man, I hope to God they're doing a new album. I hope so bad they're doing a new album. If this is your first exposure to the Lonely Island, go seek out their other stuff. They're so good. And it's such a weird, like, vast, huge, canyon-sized difference between their early stuff and their new stuff. But at the same time, in that early stuff that I did in part one, you can see, like, the building blocks in those songs to what they do now, to what they've done over the years. Those songs are still bops. They're still amazingly funny. Just the production level has upped so much as far as not just the filming, but music production too. All fantastic stuff. God, I really enjoyed the shit out of that. I hope you did too. If you did, show them some love. The link is in the description for the videos. Show me some love. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you want to join these people over here, consider supporting me on Patreon, where patrons get to see these videos before I release them on YouTube. All sorts of other perks. My camera's dying. I'll see you later. Bye.
Won't listen to pancake chatter, they're like waffles, but they're flatter. And they both use the same batter, but to me that doesn't matter. Waffle carbs give staying power, unlike last night I'll last for hours. Eggs and milk, sugar, flour, builds a tasty Eiffel Tower. Add the syrup, melt the butter, stickiness makes my heart flutter. Get your mind out of the gutter. Oh wait, you've started? I gotta catch up. One waffle down.